Hello YouTube, I'm the Magnifical, and today I had planned on doing a Belle Delphine video, but then I realized, you know what, it's probably safer not to, just because, I would have had to be blurring a lot of stuff, and it would have been a lot of work just to blur the entire video, basically, and it wasn't really worth it. So I decided, you know what, let's talk about Scarlett Johansson, who's lately, if you heard anything about her, she's gotten into some hot water, because, she decided to, she accepted a role to play a transgender man, and she's not a transgender man and stuff. And let me just first off and say this: this is stupid. When you're an actor and stuff, acting is all about playing something that you're not. And just because you don't happen to be a specific type of person doesn't mean you can't act as them. Like in Modern Family, the what's that called? There was two gay guys and stuff, and one of them was actually gay, and then the other was straight and stuff. But did that take away from the show just because he happened to be straight? No, it was still a good show, and it didn't matter because you know what? It's acting. It isn't supposed to, do what's it called? Anything to portray reality and stuff. And the problem with people acting so crazy and stuff is they don't understand that the movie industry is a business designed to make money. So for starters, Scarlett Johansson is one of the biggest female actors in today's time and stuff. Okay, that's just a fact. She's really making the money, and people are complaining that she accepted the role as a transgender man and stuff. Well, for starters, it's a job. She wants to get paid, so if she's getting a role and stuff, and she's gonna make money, then yes. If someone offered you money, are you gonna turn it down? No, because it's part of your job. Second and stuff, let's just think of this, subjectively. Who's gonna bring more people to a movie? This critically acclaimed actress Scarlett Johansson, I think she's worth like $45 million, or some random transgender actor that people don't know about. Obviously, the person who more people know about is going to get the more views and stuff and get more attention to the movie. And the reason why that would be better is because I don't know what the movie is going to be about. I just know that she was going to do it. But let's say it sheds light on issues about transgender people. Wouldn't you want something that gets more attention to it, like by an actress as big as Scarlett Johansson playing it, than someone that no one's heard of? Then at least more people would get educated on the fact. But instead, people are crying and stuff about how the fact that, she's taking the roles away from, transgender actors. Well, you know what? Nobody's entitled to a role. She's worked her ass off to get to where she is. So if she wants to play any role that's offered to her, then, she's allowed to play it. She's not the one who's made the movie. If you have a problem with it, don't be attacking Scarlett Johansson. Attack the director and producer who, are making the casting calls, who are deciding to do that. But she shouldn't have to, then turn down a role and stuff and lose money because other people who aren't as good as her, or just because she happened to be what's called cisgender male or cisgender female, shouldn't be something that holds her back in her career. So now we're gonna look at some of her some of the articles talking about. So this all kind of like started because she had talked about in an article saying that she didn't like the trend of all this here it is, discussed that she finds it to be comforting trend in casting one that encourages routine interrogation of who can play what types of roles and advocates for diversity and inclusion both on screen and off. And basically she says, today there's a lot of emphasis and conversation about what acting is and who we want to see represent ourselves on screen. The question is, what is acting anyway? And then she said, and this is the comment that people are now getting upset about, as an actor, I should be allowed to play any person or any tree or any animal because that is my job and the requirements of my job. And you know what? She is 100% true. You don't have to be something. That's what acting is. It's all about portraying yourself in something that isn't about yourself, but bringing a character to life. Now, the movie that she had to drop out of because of the backlash and stuff was called Rub and Tug. That was, I think, in 2017 and stuff. And guess what? I never heard anything about the movie. You know why? Because it probably wasn't. Actually, let me make sure. So here I found it and stuff, just because I was about to say that it did get canceled. So it says here, Rub and Tug was supposed to be directed by Rupert Sanders, who had previously worked with Johansson on the controversial Ghost in the Shell. But as of right now, it looks like the production of Rub and Tug has been halted. Apparently, Johansson's involvement was the reason the project was being funded in the first place. Without a big name like Johansson attached to the project, the studio had lost its confidence in Rub and Tug. Right now, it looks like Rub and Tug will not be in theaters after all, with or without a trans person in the lead. So now, because of people complaining and stuff, for something that is honestly, if she wants to act as anything, then she can act with whatever she wants. Okay, she's earned it because you know what? She's worked hard, she's made it, and that's her job. She's an actress and stuff. She shouldn't be halted and stuff, or like have to like be basically guilted out of taking roles and stuff just because she doesn't happen to be transgender and stuff. That's literally like it's the stupidest thing ever. And now we could have had a what's it called, a transgender lead movie and stuff, which I personally can't think of any movies with a transgender lead as of right now and stuff. We could have had it, and you know it would have all been because of Scarlett Johansson and stuff, but because people claimed, now we get nothing and stuff. And that's the problem that people understand. If I'm a director myself, I'm going to get a big name and stuff to help with my movie and stuff, because you know what? That's what people want to see. They want to see Scarlett Johansson and stuff. It doesn't matter if she's playing a transgender man or not and stuff. Just because you happen to be transgender doesn't mean that, you know, you have a right to a role. That's how acting works and stuff. This isn't reality and stuff. And people just are giving her so much crap, and it's so stupid. But you know, apparently, you know, we live in a world full of crazy people. Like, I understand that you want to have your your movies with, when it's a transgender person with transgender lead and stuff, but you know what, you guys have to realize that this is all about money and stuff. It doesn't matter who plays what. Actually, no, it does. Sorry, I misspoke there. It matters who plays what. It doesn't matter what they identify as in reality, because you know what, the actor's name or the character's name wasn't going to be Scarlett Johansson. It was going to be whatever the thing is, because you know what, it isn't about Scarlett Johansson. It's about the movie, and she just happens to be playing the character and stuff. But you know, it's just crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm bigoted or something. I just think, you know, logically it shouldn't matter. Actors should be able to play whatever roles they want, as long as, you know, they're not making fun of the character. Now, if, you know, this was about a movie that, you know, made fun of transgender people and just like portrayed them in a horrible light and stuff, then I could understand, which was like the problem with blackface and stuff with, you know, back in the olden days, with white people making fun of what's it called, like black people and portraying them. That's a problem. Now, I don't agree with that, but I doubt that was going to be the case, or you know, she wouldn't have done it, because you know what, that would have been a career-ending mistake to, you know, make fun of what's called a minority like that. No, it was probably going to be something that like kind of like talks about the plights of transgender people and like their social issues and stuff, and would have probably benefited the transgender community greatly and stuff. But instead, you know, now we don't get a movie and stuff that helps, and you know, it's because people feel that, you know, they have this sense of entitlement, basically. But you know, maybe I'm gonna end my video with this last statement here. So I'm on nationalreview.com and stuff, and they, you know, really summed it up really well here. So the argument, more screamed than expressed, is that because Johansson is not transgender, when she accepts the role of a trans person, she is both insulting the trans community by appropriating their lived experience and robbing them of the opportunity to play themselves. The sheer narcissism of this is breathtaking. Films are premised on the concept of people pretending to be others in order to tell a story. In other words, the focus isn't supposed to be on the actor. When the actual subject is on screen, we call it a documentary or a real show. You know, and as for appropriation, well, frankly, where does it end? Must all Jewish characters be played by Jews? Must one-legged Spanish kings be played by one-legged Spanish kings? And in the context of the trans debate, are trans people to be excluded from playing cis people? It is, if the argument is simply for greater representation, then why not make the sky the limit for actors from tiny minority groups? Why suggest that trans people must be shoehorned into roles that align perfectly with their own stories? And honestly, I think those are all great points and stuff. You know, people should be allowed to play whatever role they want, as long as they do a good job of it. You know, if it's, you know, just making people like look stupid and stuff, then obviously that's a problem. But you know, if it's, you know, just as a character and stuff, you shouldn't have a problem and stuff. You shouldn't feel like, you know, this character should be the same as they are in reality, because you know what, you know, I think the main character is a prostitution ringleader or something like that. Does that mean that you can only play the role if you're a prostitution ringleader? You know, I know that this is probably controversial to be taking Scarlett Johansson's side on this, but, you know, I don't think that, you know, she's in the wrong when she says that she should be able to play whatever role she wants, because, you know what, it's her job. Her job as an actor. She shouldn't be turning away money because, you know, other people should be doing it. It's like if I was in the work system and stuff, and I was able to get a promotion or raise if I did a job and stuff, and then I was like, you know what, let's let this other person do it. I don't feel like I should do it and stuff. It's, you guys wouldn't do it in reality either and stuff. You know, and I don't know. Maybe I'm completely throwing, you know, on the wrong side here, but you know, that's just my opinion on the matter. I hope you guys, you know, don't hate me for taking this side. I'm not saying that you know, transgender people shouldn't be allowed to, be in movies and stuff. I think, regardless of who you are, you should be able to act as whatever role is you want and stuff, because it isn't about the actor, it's about the character. As long as you bring something to the movie, you make the movie better, then, like they said, sky is the limit. Like, go do your job. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all of that. Check out my other videos and have a great day. Thank you.